is Kyle Anthony Mosley from HBCU Culture on the HBCU Legends at Sports Illustrated, and I am here with the one and the only Marsai Martin. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, just walk us through the process. You're back home in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
We know you're from Dallas. We're not going to talk too much about that because we do know how that can get, the beef between Dallas and Houston.
Please.
One city has a superiority complex, but we're not going to say who.
Oh.
But
Okay.
I didn't say who. She acknowledged that it was clearly Dallas. Anyway, but that's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. But for real, what inspired you to bring it back home to Texas? Bring the people together.
Honestly, I knew I wanted to put it back in my home state from the beginning. I think it's the space where, of course, I believe the cookout was created in my brain, of course, with family and friends always around. I wanted to make sure that, Texas was able to get its love. And, of course, alongside that, most of my family went to TSU. So it only makes sense, everything pretty much aligned to be able to come to the campus and their team welcoming us with open arms and working on this for the past since October. So
that's crazy.
I think it's So we're excited to be here. So much more to come. So many surprises for today, and I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Now I want to touch bases on the fact that people have questions for you in terms of because you grew up. On TV for the most part. You got to Blackish and you were there really young, and those experiences, they molded you to be, a more professional person.
Mm-hmm.
So moving into an environment, back on the HBCU campuses, how do you feel like you as a role model are giving back to these kids, showing them, the best way to uplift themselves and, moving forward in life?
Yeah. For me, it's always been about bringing people into my world that I know was so beautiful and protected. And I'm so grateful to have had an amazing family that was always around and supporting and making sure that different pockets of peace were there, such as cookouts and community was there, even when things felt so different. So honestly, it really starts with allowing people into my mind of making it a safe space. I feel like during this time of HBCU students and campuses and the things that are going on in the world, our events are constantly under attack. And the things that we put in place that are known for multiple generations are now being stripped away. Sure. So I think to be able to give back in this way of just letting people just breathe, to just be and to connect with their loved ones. And not only that, but connect with role models that they would never think they would talk to in millions of years, and combining these two worlds of, maybe even three of my friends and family and what I grew up with here in Texas. And then you have HBCU culture and the rich history behind that, as well as the industry that I'm in. There's so many students that want to be actors and actresses and producers and writers and cinematography and all of those things, to where there is one communal space where you are able to get all your questions answered and walk out of the cookout inspired and excited and to start this semester on a great note.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Touching on that, you spoke about the culture just now. I know you were at the Labor Day Classic yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
TSU did lose. It was a little upsetting.
See, they lost, but it was a really strong game. I was like, you can't even, you could be so mad. You could be so mad, but it wasn't like a terrible loss, which I'm happy
You should have seen us in the press box. We were losing our minds.
Oh my God, it was crazy. But I don't know much about football. I just know it was fun.
You were in that movie.
Fantasy.
Okay.
Hello, fantasy football.
You had to read the script so that way you could get into character.
Yeah. I learned a lot about Madden.
Okay, you learned more about the game online than the game in real life.
Hey, that's what acting is for, sir.
Okay, yes, we do know acting is truthfully under imaginary circumstances.
Yeah, it ain't method over here.
Okay, now let me ask you, since you were there, you saw the bands perform, right?
Yes.
So, all right, everybody at home, open your ears up. Who did you think was better?
Oh my gosh.
Ocean of Soul?
I wasn't just there. I was also at the Battle of the Bands. I went there.
So you saw both of PV and TSU's performances these past few weekends. Okay.
Yeah. I was at both places.
All right, so I need to know how you feel overall about both bands.
I mean, listen. I think everyone is great. I think it's fire. I mean, if I blew a little trumpet, it would sound terrible. So someone who can, absolutely. But of course, I got to go with
The Ocean of Soul.
Ocean of Soul.
Okay, y'all heard it here. She said the Ocean of Soul was clearly far better and superior than Prairie View's Lightning Storm. I'm not one to disrespect my people from PV like that at all. Got tons of friends and family that went there too, but the Ocean of Soul runs Houston. We run the area.
The competition is just so deep. Like, you can't even.
She knows where her heart is. Y'all saw it.
It was crisp. It was really clean, especially in Battle of the Bands. Like, it sounded so clean.
Like, they got a lot of technicality, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
They're really good. Director Simmons, he does a great job over there at TSU.
Really, really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But, last question. Well, I don't think this will actually be my last question, but I am going to wrap it up around this point, but I need to ask you, next year, where are we having this event?
I already know. It's going to have to be a surprise to you guys. What do you think it's going to be, is my question.
You already know my prediction. But, I'm biased. I'm praying it's going to be in New Orleans because, it's just lit up in New Orleans. If we have something in the Crescent City, I'm turned. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, I will be there. Y'all should be there. If it's in New Orleans, I don't know if it's anywhere else, if y'all should attend, though. I'm just kidding.
You should attend every year.
Black excellence. Attend.
You should attend every year. I will say it's a space that in my opinion, doesn't receive a lot of love. Okay. It's kind of overlooked most times. So I think.
So maybe it ain't New Orleans, y'all.
Yeah. But I'm genuinely excited to be at the said place. Because I have been to this said place a lot of times.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell everybody to turn the notifications on.
Turn your notifications on.
Because we need to know.
Let's get through this cookout first,
Charlotte,
right?
North
Let's get
Carolina,
through Houston.
Maybe? No clue. No clue. We have no clue.
We have
zero clue. I have no clue where this event will be. I have zero clue.
You're just going to have to stay tuned, guys.
Yeah. But I want to thank Marsai. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
It was great having this conversation with you. It's not every day you get to talk to a living legend. Somebody's going to grow into her craft and become a real icon.
I appreciate you, man.
I just want to thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Of course. All right, y'all. This is Kyle Anthony with HBCU Legends, and we will see you next time on the podcast. Have a good day.